what's good, YouTube? What's good, people of God? What's going on? It's your boy Manny from Manny's Content, and I'm sitting down today with your boy MuscleManMalcolm. Malcolm, how you doing today, bro?
Yo, bro, I'm good. How are you, bro?
I'm good, bro. Just enjoying life here with MuscleManMalcolm, man.
That's what's up.
2022. Yo, but to hop into this, my first question that I'm gonna ask everyone, because I want there to be realism in my interviews. So I'm just gonna ask it. How are you doing? Mentally, physically, emotionally, just how are you?
Dude, I'm good. I'm just like busy a lot, which is a good thing. It's always I'd rather be busy than bored. It's kind of been like my life like philosophy. It's like as long as I'm not bored, I'm doing all right. But yeah, man, I just got a lot going on, a lot of good stuff, nothing bad, obviously. Yeah, obviously with pandemic, there's a lot bad, but besides that, I'm good. It's just living, learning, just networking, trying to make connections, trying to make content, and just enjoying life. Because it's only been like 17 days. I don't know when this is going up, but it's been 17 days since the year started, and this is probably my best run on YouTube so far. So I'm enjoying it.
Yo, listen, bro, this might even drop probably later today or tomorrow, but for a fact, I could say just by me watching you and knowing who you are, yeah, I think this has been one of the best years you probably have ever had, and will continue to have.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I appreciate it.
No problem, bro. So for anyone who watches and are subscribed to, they obviously know you. But for people that know me and probably doesn't know a lot of people I'm following, what can you tell those people about MuscleManMalcolm? What do you want them to know about you?
Man, I'm just a wrestling fan that likes talking to wrestlers. That's kind of like what I do right now. I just want people to know that, like, if you like wrestling, you like me. If you don't like wrestling, we can still get along. We can still be homies. But yeah, I interview wrestlers. I blog. I'm doing documentaries soon. I got a couple sitting on me right now. I just got to edit and get together. Yeah, man, I'm a giant mark that just loves wrestling. So if you even know who John Cena is, we can be friends easily.
Definitely, bro. If you don't, who doesn't know John Cena?
That's the point. Yeah, like if you like John Cena, we're good, solid, good enough.
So notice how everybody's gonna say Muscle Man. Like, where did that moniker come from? When did you come up with that?
In general, I'm a powerlifter, so that's kind of like where it came from. Like some people thought it was like an ego trip. I'm like, nah, I don't really care about that stuff. But so when I was 14, I went to Philadelphia to a Comic-Con to meet John Cena, right? So I went up, I met Cena. I told him I'm a big fan, like everyone always does. I told him he was the reason I started working out. So he like jokingly said to him, like just said out loud, I was like, "Oh, MuscleManMalcolm," or however he talks with his giantness. And I was like, "Oh wait, I kind of like that. It kind of works." So like my old YouTube name was, God, and I hate talking about it, 99 Awesome One, and it was crap and utter crap. So when I heard Cena say that, I was like, that could work. Kind of like that one. So then I kind of just switched over from there and just kind of kept the name since. I like working out and I like wrestling. So it just combined what I like and enjoy with what I do in the gym. And there we go.
Well, yeah. Well, so for the first time I ever heard of your name, I used to watch the regular show. So people will probably think, did he take that from that regular show?
Yeah. No, I love the show too. Honestly, I never even realized that character's name was Muscleman at all. So like when I first had the name and like I would Google it, just like see like, okay, do I actually come up when I search it? The character would show up. I'm like, that was an actual character? Hold up. So I go back and watch the show. I'm like, geez, dang it. Crap. But whatever. Yeah, no, I love that show. I just didn't realize that character was even named Muscleman. But yeah, no, it's pretty funny.
Well, since we all know who you are, literally, I would say me and a lot of YouTubers that's probably watching this, you have worked with a who's who of YouTubers, right?
Yeah.
Who would you say has been your favorite to work with so far?
Oh man, I do have a least favorite. Not gonna say their name, but I don't know. I've worked with a lot of cool people. Honestly, in like for YouTube wise, because I know there's a lot of interesting fellows on Twitter and Instagram, but most wrestling YouTubers are honestly like the coolest people I ever met. I mean, like I'll like rep any wrestling YouTuber easily because most of them like to be like a wrestling YouTuber, not to like put other ones down because like everyone's great at what they're doing. But I feel like that's like the hardest one to really grow yourself on because like YouTube is hard to grow on. Like Twitter and Instagram, depending on like who you are or what you look like, it's a little bit easier to like gain the following that you need. But like YouTube is really about like not just your personality, but the quality of content you're actually putting out. So I feel like any wrestling YouTuber, man, they're all great because like that takes a lot of time to really grow and do well. But right now, some of my favorites I've worked with recently, I'll go with like Vibe because I was on their vlog. I don't know what that kind of bright. I don't know what that's coming out. But Brandon does everything. That's my boy. Phoenix Nitro. That's also my boy. Simply Better I Am. Love those guys. X3 is cool. Indigo. She's not necessarily a YouTuber right now. She's kind of like doing her own thing, but she's also cool. Yeah, those are like the main ones. I'm a Wyatt fan. He's dope too. But those are like the main guys I've worked with recently that I would say they're pretty cool. So those guys.
Well, I was thinking about it before we even started this, and I'm like, I wonder if you remember the first time like I met you, because I remember the first time of me seeing you.
Yeah.
It was on Leo Rush's live. And literally, I think I was on it that day. And then like another person cut a promo on me or for something like that. I don't know. But then I stayed back. And the reason why I stayed back is because I saw you and you was just full of so much energy and charisma. And then Leo called you, I don't know if I'm getting this wrong, Malcolm Muscle Meat Man. Like he was, I think, purposely getting your name, bro.
Yeah, some like variation that like Malcolm Meat Muscle Man. I don't know. He switches up. Yeah, no, he's dope. He's dope, bro. Like he's cool. He's cool.
How did that relationship come about with you and Leo Rush?
So when he first started wrestling at his first ever independent show in Maryland, because I'm from Maryland, DC, he was tagging with another wrestler that used to be in WWE, used to wear this color a lot, had a dream. I don't know who that is, could be though. But yeah, no idea. But he was tagging with him, and I was at like Leo's first ever like independent show. So just like seeing him there, I think I might have talked to him after. I'm not too sure. I might just say like, oh, great match, et cetera, et cetera. But I would constantly keep going to like all these MCW shows because like I just love wrestling and just watching like Leo constantly getting better and better. I'm like, yo, this he's young, he's talented as hell, and like to see him like then show up in Ring of Honor and CZW and then kind of make his way through the indies, I'm like, yo, this dude's really gonna get signed. Like, it's cool to see someone like from your area actually make it. And also being black too, like to see someone actually make it to the WWE level, regardless of how long he might have been there, or how it might have ended. Like he still got there. He got a title. He got to show up on WrestleMania, even if he was just a manager. Like just the idea that someone that's from basically where you're from, and of the same color too, is showing up on these giant stages and absolutely killing it. And especially now with him in AEW, New Japan, etc., still killing it. So just like seeing someone that kind of like looks like me as far as like, same like skin color, make it to like such a big level. I'm like, I got nothing but respect for Leo and anyone from like this area or any area that especially black wrestlers are, they're making it. And like, it's cool to be black and be a wrestler in 2022. So just none but credit and respect and all the admiration to the guy because he's absolutely killing it.
Yeah, definitely. Leo is very inspirational if you know his like background and where he came from. So I could see the reason why, how this relationship formed, and it's been very fun to see with you two on live together.
Definitely.
But so basically, again, since I follow you a lot, and I also am a fan of Wrestle Talk. So there was just one day I was watching, right? And all of a sudden I think I was just hearing your voice or something. I'm like, am I tripping? Is this Malcolm? So then I went on the website and I'm seeing that you're writing for them. So how did this relationship between you and Wrestle Talk happen?
Hey man, so like sometimes you just gotta shoot a shot. So basically how it went, I had never really been in contact with any of these guys before. I think one of them, I don't know which one, might have followed me on Twitter, but like it had nothing to do with how I ended up like with them. I had a couple good videos out, and like I ended up tweeting like the start of 2020, I guess. Like I want to be on MuscleMania, and I just like added Wrestle Talk. I'm like, let's just throw it out there and see what happens. So Luke Owen DM'd me right after, like, okay, maybe not right after, like a couple hours after, and was like we've seen a lot of your videos, like, oh, you're actually pretty cool. Like, if you want to come on, you can. I'm like, I was just kind of just shooting out there for no reason, but okay, sure. So I showed up on MuscleMania twice, and it was cool. I cut like a little promo on Sean Ross Sapp, who's also a guy I worked with not too long ago, like about this time last year, or is it 2020? One or the other. He's also super cool. Yeah, just showed up that way, and it was kind of silent after that. I hadn't showed up for a while. Kind of just doing my own thing, nothing bad or anything like that. And I get a DM randomly, I'm gonna say September-ish, from Tempest, the guy with the mask.
Yeah.
And he's like, I really like this video you did about like Finn Balor's next like move in WWE. Like, was he going to NXT UK or Raw or SmackDown? What would he be doing if he went there? So I made a video about that around the time that, like, it was right before Balor came back to SmackDown, when fans showed up. And he was like, yo, I really like the style of writing that you did, like, or I really like the style of video that you did. Do you script all your stuff, or do you just like kind of just talk? And I was like, I actually like usually write out all my stuff first, just because like for me, it's easier to like, or like have like a layout of what I want to say, because it's just easier to stay on track. Because like if I start talking enough, I will ramble for 40 minutes and it will just be. So I try to write out my stuff first. So he was like, if you wrote this, like, you want to write for us, like, feel free. Here's what you got to do. And I'm like, just say less, fam. Like, of course I want to, because I'm also a journalism major at school. So I'm like, this only adds credibility to what I'm doing, like, with my life. So like, yeah, duh, let's do it. And I got a lot of cool stuff coming up next month too with Wrestle Talk. Just got something approved for Black History Month. I think a lot of people are gonna enjoy. So it's gonna be dope.
I'm definitely looking forward to seeing that one. More of MuscleManMalcolm on Wrestle Talk. Sign me up, guy.
Appreciate it.
Yo, for people that know of you, right? They know that you are an aspiring professional wrestler. So
Yes,
was there a specific moment that made you say, that's it, I want to be a wrestler?
What's the moment? I know there was one. It's like slipped in the top of my head, but I don't know. Ever since I like saw it, I kind of just liked it so much. I'm like, there's no way. Like, I gotta figure out how can I like get into this. I guess one of the moments that's popping in my head at the moment is like when I met Daniel Bryan for the first time, because I love Daniel Bryan. I think everyone loves Daniel Bryan, honestly. Easily, if he's not like the best wrestler in the world, he's top 3. I met him at a Kmart in 2011 in Baltimore, the morning of TLC, before he cashed in the title, or cashed in Money in the Bank to win the title from a Big Show, after the Big Show versus Mark Henry match. But like meeting him in person, I'm like, yo, like, he's a lot smaller than I thought, but he's actually still killing it. I was like, yo, if he can do it, like, I wonder how did these other people get into it? And just like, someone had handed me a flyer at that same autograph signing for like this wrestling company I never heard of at the time, that like Maurice was doing a random autograph signing at, and it was called Ring of Honor. So I was like, oh snap, what the hell is a Ring of Honor? So I'm gonna look at that. And I was like, yo, these guys are killing it out here. So I went to one of their shows a couple years later, and the main event was like Lethal versus Roderick Strong. It was an Iron Man match. It's probably the greatest match I've ever seen in my life, in person at least. And they just murdered it out there. Like, it was great. And I think after that was probably around that time frame, I was like, yeah, I'm definitely about to do this. Like, I'm with it. I think it's just actually clicking in my head right now. Like, I think the number one moment, I think it was randomly when Dolph Ziggler had cashed in that Money in the Bank and won the title. I was like, yo, that crowd went freaking crazy for that boy. Yo, mad crazy. I was like, I want that. I think it was like 2013 or whatever. So I'm like, yo, I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna do that stuff. That seems dope. And yeah, that's kind of like the two big moments that pop in my head, at least, that kind of just said like, yo, I should try this. And then Kofi Mania obviously now just motivates more and more. Of
course. You mentioned Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
So going by how we all know they're taking in hiatus to just get things better. Is there like anything other than Ring of Honor that you have your eyes on? Any company that you have your eyes on?
Oh, NWA, big one, right out the gate. NWA, I love them. I love this. I love the NWA so much. Like there's nothing better to me in wrestling than the freaking NWA. I mean, well, WWE is obviously cool, but like NWA does it perfect every single time. Them MLW, I love watching them. I love watching wrestling, so I really could shout out any company. Impact. I watch literally everyone. So because I always have like a top, like my top 10 list. I don't know off the top of my head, but it's always like someone from like every company. So I always have like a person I need to watch. But NWA, bro, like something about that studio wrestling, that old school feel, I just love it. I love older wrestling. Like I think that's like the coolest stuff in the world. They didn't have to do like 10 trillion moves, but like they're getting the same pops and ovation as like the Young Bucks or Kenny would today. So just seeing them do that kind of style in that studio, the setup's crazy. I love it. NWA, that's where I want to be. That's the goal. 2022, I want to get signed there. Interviewer.
Hey, look, man, especially me, I can see you on them. I can see you on NWA. Definitely.
I can see it too.
Yeah, definitely, bro, because the way how you are, the way how you're getting yourself into the business, oh, come on, there's no doubt. Come on.
Oh yeah, bro. That's the mission. Luckily, when I was at DPW, the camera guy I was working with, that I was filming all the interviews that I did. He actually does stuff with the NWA. So I'm like, oh God, you are blessing me today. So he gave me a cool contact that in a couple months I'm gonna send out some like a little highlight reel to see what I can do. Cause I'm like, I need this, brother. I need this. So that's the goal, the NWA. If I can make it there, I'm solid. Even as a wrestler, like I just want to wrestle for the NWA. I want to win the title. If I can get my hand on that title, even hold it for more than a month, retiring after, I don't care. I'm good.
Yo, speaking about the NWA's World Championship, National Treasure Nick Aldis is someone that you have interviewed not once, but I believe twice.
4 times.
Oh.
Yeah.
So for people that are subscribed to you, is for the people that subscribe to you, is there like a certain person that you have interviewed that was your favorite and then that was challenging?
I think Nick Aldis is always like a hard interview, not because like anything wrong with him. He's a very professional person, and I appreciate that. He can be challenging just because if you ask a really stupid question, he's not afraid to tell you that while you're on air. And I don't want that. So like to make sure my questions aren't dumb, he's always a challenging one. I've had so many favorite ones. I guess like my biggest favorites are always the ones that like pop off, get the most views. So Solo Sakai or 752, he's top tier. His interview did crazy numbers for me. Because it was the last one. It was the last interview before he debuted in WWE or got signed. So everyone was like watching that to like learn about the guy. His was really cool. I really like Darius Lockhart. He's one of my favorite guys to watch right now. Nick Aldis is always a fun guy to talk to. I wouldn't say we're friends by any means, but I think there's a mutual respect that I can appreciate. I'm like, yo, Nick Aldis likes me like that. I'm with it. But I interviewed Chris Bay recently, like this past weekend, so he's definitely up there because he's a homie. Love him dearly. Those are like the top ones I can think off the top of my head. Danny B, she wrestles down like the Texas scene. She's really cool. I liked her interview a lot that I did with her. So yeah, those are the main ones I can think of. There's probably some other ones I'm forgetting, but Top Dollar was dope as well.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, you just dropped an interview probably yesterday or a couple of days ago with WWE Hall of Famer Jeff Jarrett.
Yep.
and before this interview started, I was actually watching that, and I'm like, how is this man getting all these legends? I'm not understanding what's going on. Your networking skills is top tier.
Bro, I don't even know where I kind of just magically woke up and I was like, yo, I'm just gonna send all the emails and message everyone I know. Like, yo, I know you had this person on. How did you contact them? Don't tell them about me. Like, I'll figure it out myself. Just like tell me a contact and I'll figure out something myself. So it's literally just a lot of emailing. Sometimes they respond, sometimes they don't. I sent like 5 emails this morning just trying to figure out some stuff. It can be hard sometimes, especially dealing with like some companies because like you have to go through a PR person. So like Impact's always been super nice to me so far. Like the guy there has been super cool. Same as Ross Foreman, very nice guy. But like just trying to contact wrestlers through other people can be a challenge. I was about to have a legend on at one point, but like some dealing with her PR person, some stuff went haywire. I don't know if it'll work out, but like I don't want to call them out either because I don't want to get heat because I still want them on. But you got to email a lot of people. You got really, when you go on those websites, look at those contact pages and just look to see how can you find like, you know, some social media person and just talk to them. Luckily, with some companies, they kind of knew of me, just see my face around however before. So that's always a plus. Yeah, it's really just a matter of like, if you know someone that knows somebody, talk to them and figure it out. If there's in the contact page, email them. If they have a booking email address, email them or DM them if you think they could respond. Yeah, there's a lot of people I DM a lot of times. And sometimes you get left on scene. I mean, I've gotten to the point it does not bother me anymore. It probably hurt the first couple of times. Now I just don't care.
There has been a question I wanted to ask you since like the beginning of when I knew who you were. Yeah. So you have this championship belt, you know, the YWO championship.
You want me to grab it? I'm gonna grab it.
Oh, please.
Keep talking. I'm listening.
Please. Oh, where? I just want to know when will be the next time you defend that YWO championship?
This thing?
Yes. Oh, yes. Yes.
I don't know. I have no idea. It kind of depends on like how my wrestling training. I'll throw it on real quick. Shoot. Yeah, bro. I don't know, bro. Like it depends on how wrestling training goes. Cause like I would love to like make this an actual belt. Maybe change the name just cause some people. But I would love to actually like try to do something with it. Make like an internet title I can actually go defend around. Have a little feud with Matt Cardona would be dope. But hopefully soon. I want to.
Yo, when I first saw that belt, I'm like, where did that? All right, you know what? Now I want to challenge him.
Oh God, everybody wants to challenge. Maybe kid, if you get your bumps in, maybe go with wrestling training.
Okay, look, I want that belt. I'm
okay.
I'm coming.
Yeah, I mean, like you won't win, but it's okay. It's good to drink. It's MLK Day. He had a drink too.
Okay, all right. So I've seen that you've been doing like you mentioned before, the work for DPW.
Yeah.
So how did that come about? And is there anything else in the works other than just backstage interviewer?
As of right now, just backstage interviewer. But how it came about, again, just networking. So when they announced the company, I bugged out. I was like, yo, this is crazy. Pulse starting a company. And then obviously the Tony Pizza guy and John too. Because I was a big Pulse guy growing up watching like wrestling YouTube. So when the minute I saw it, I was like, nah, fam, I'm going to be in this. Like, I don't care. Like, they need me. I need them. So I tweeted right under the announcement video. I'm like, hey, here's who I am. Here's my resume. I do this. Hire me, please. And I sent that tweet to like 2 different group chats. I was like, yo, if you got Twitter, put the word vouch under this tweet. I sent it to a couple of friends. I was like, put the word vouch under this tweet. And enough people did that. Pulse DM'd me and, you know, I showed up. Now we're here.
Yo, when I saw your interviews that you was posting on social media, and again, I'm like, it's like every day you're doing something new. And I'm very inspired by that. So
appreciate it.
That is first of all, CM Pulse, Tony Pizza guy, I watched them too.
Oh yeah, those guys, OGs.
Definitely.
Top super 10. Nice in person too. Like how they are on camera is pretty much the same thing, which sometimes is very different wrestling YouTubers because like some people are like very different from like how they are on camera. I've seen it a couple different times. I know I'm a super quiet person when the camera isn't on, which isn't like the most surprising thing in the world because I'm pretty laid back at most times, unless like it's at a wrestling show, then I scream a bunch. But like how they are on camera is legitimately the same kind of people they are, which is a good thing. They're very nice guys.
Well, definitely. I'm just waiting to see more, see more, and to see where that company can go.
Dude, it's gonna be cool. Like, I mean, like I know as much as like anything that's online. I don't have like any deep conversation with them offline, but dude, like the stuff that they've said so far, I'm super excited about. I want to be a part of all of it. I'm so happy for them that they had such a good like couple tapings that were DPW Fire. You already know went crazy. The show was wild. I loved it so much. I'm happy for them. I'm happy that I get to be a part of something really cool, really special. And I'm just excited to see who they have next. I've given a suggestion for like 2 different people for them to bring in that I know somewhat personally. So I feel like, you know, if they bring them in, that'd be kind of cool. But we'll see how that works out. I'm excited for them, dude. They're going crazy, and I hope I'm a part of all of it.
Yo, same thing, man. I can't wait to see how far you go with this. But to transition to the next question. So basically, me and you have, I think, recently talked about you doing a podcast one day. And obviously, I definitely would listen to that. But you mentioned that you would want there to be a co-host, you know, a wrestler. So is there anyone specifically that you would want to, you know, work with you? Maybe a little Leo Rush, maybe, I don't know.
Yo, that would be insane. I haven't really talked to Leo that much recently just because, like, I know he lives in LA now. He's just busy, so I haven't really had that much communication with the guy. But not like anything bad or anything, just haven't heard from him. But who I would love to talk like wrestling with, like 3 people come to mind. I've not talked to them about it, but if they see this, that'd be dope. If like we can work it out. Myron Reed, he's cool as hell. I'm working on something for him right now, actually. So I saw him the other day too. He's super cool. Chris Bay, love the guy. And Mr. Grimm, that's also like my boy right now. So yeah, any of those 3, all 3, whatever combination, I think it'd be pretty cool because they have a lot of insight on wrestling, and they're all just they all got a big mind for a business, and I can appreciate talented Black creators, also just talented people in general. They're super talented.
Personally, I think Chris Bay would be a wonderful choice. That would be if that could happen. I'm in.
I'd love to pick him. I mean, I can reach out to him and see if he's actually about it, but like I don't know, he's kind of busy. He's in Impact Wrestling, so maybe that's busy. Maybe we'll figure it out.
So to wind down here, my last question to you is something serious, and this is what I will try to ask everybody I talk to. So basically, for you in the position that you're in and everything that you have been doing so far, if there's somebody in the same position as you, but they're struggling so much and they probably want to quit, what would be some words of encouragement you have for them?
Man, the best thing that has happened to me recently is like these past couple months, drama, people, etc. has been going on. And my friend, she gave me like a journal, just write it, just get all your thoughts out. And the minute I got that, like it's kind of whole life's kind of just changed a lot really quickly. Because the minute you're able to just like either talk to someone or just write yourself out to what's going on in your head, you can get that stuff kind of cleared out kind of quickly, and it leaves a lot of open space for like, okay, what can I do to keep going? So if someone's in my position or wants to do something I'm doing or even above me, because I definitely watch all the greats like Chris Van Vliet, Sean Ross Sapp, Ella J, love them all. You just got to keep going. I mean, like it's going to work out. Like it just will, as long as you're willing to try and keep going, like it will happen. You just have to be consistent and you have to put in that work when the camera isn't rolling. Cause sometimes that's the hardest part of it, is really just doing the stuff when the camera isn't rolling, the research for talking to people and etc. Like if you can get that under control, the rest of it's slight. Like I'm sitting on like 6 interviews I haven't uploaded just because I'm just waiting. Just keep going. Like it'll work out. Like you just got to keep grinding.
Your work ethic is very impeccable. I definitely will be hitting you up more as time goes by, because I definitely want to work with you in an in-person type of thing, especially with pandemic, if it ever clears up. But yeah. Yo, I appreciate the time that you have given me today for this. I don't know how long this is, but I know very much this was a great interview. Is there anywhere people can find you?
Yeah, I mean, dude, you can find me on social media. Just type in MuscleManMalcolm. Spell Malcolm right. People always spell my name wrong. There's an extra L. No, I'm not even talking about you. I know you did it, but like someone else, like other people keep doing it. There's an L. there's a second L, bro. Like everyone keep forgetting about it, but it's whatever. So like, if you find me on Instagram, it's the Muscleman Mal. Twitter is Malcolm Muscle. YouTube, Muscleman Malcolm. It's always a variation of that name in some way possible. So just subscribe on YouTube, and you can figure out the rest of it later.
Yo, I appreciate the time. Thank you again, and I'll be dropping your info down below, so everybody go subscribe. Go follow Muscleman Malcolm. Malcolm, thank you, man. I appreciate the time, man.
Of course, bro. You too.
Thank you.